Hi there, I'm Josh Holmes, and I'm doing this little series on resume tips. So today's resume tip is about the links that you put into your resume. Right? And so the links in your resume, there are a handful of things that you need to think about there. Uh, Ultimately, it comes down to, and foreshadowing for a future tip where I'm going to go into a lot more detail here, everything that you put on your resume is fair game. Everything that you put on your resume is now part of your resume and is part of how I, as an employer, are going to be reviewing you as a potential employee and deciding if you want to come on board. Okay, so when it comes to links, there's two basic categories of things that I want you to think about. Number one, and hopefully the really, really simple one, is make sure the links work. Make sure that the links actually go where you think that they should go. That should be simple, but I can't tell you the number of times I've gotten a resume in and I see a LinkedIn link there. I click on it and it goes to the wrong person, or it goes to a 404 or something like that. So just make sure, bring up your resume, click each link, make sure it goes where you want it to go. Second thing to think about when you are thinking about putting a link on your resume is, does the content there help you or hurt you when it comes to being represented to your potential employer? That cut and dried, very simple. That's what you need to think about, right? So if it is I really like seeing a LinkedIn link there. Make sure it goes to your LinkedIn profile. I like seeing GitHub on there, but make sure that there's actually content on your GitHub. If your GitHub is half a school project that you finished over a year ago and no check-ins over the last year, leave it out. If you've got regular check-ins and so on and so forth, fantastic. I like seeing links to people's talks. Right, if they've got a recorded talk somewhere, gets me to go. I go listen to that talk and I get to hear, what they're saying and how they're saying it, and that helps me evaluate them as a potential employer as well. Better yet, put those links on your LinkedIn profile. Refer to them in your resume. Gets me to go out to your LinkedIn profile. Gets me to do more investigation and so on and so forth. But things like your Twitter account. Well, if your Twitter account is all coffee and llamas, fantastic. I love coffee and llamas. It helps me get to know you as a person. How does it help me get to know you professionally? If there are work tweets in there, great, awesome. It's even better. If you've got politics in your Twitter string, just be aware that the person who's reading your resume may or may not agree with those politics, but that is now part of how they are evaluating you. And if that is the hill that you want to not get that job on, great. Put the Twitter account in there. If that's not the hill, well, fantastic. Keep tweeting about that. I'm not, trying to stop you from doing that, but don't put the link in your resume. Right? It's that simple. So make sure that when you put a link in there, that it is, representative of you personally and professionally, and that is how you want to be presented to your potential employer. So 2 tips under checking your links. Number 1, double check that they actually work. Number 2, make sure the content is what you want to be presenting to a potential employer. Just think hard about that, and then link with glee. All right. So thank you very much. Feel free to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll have a link to that in my blog, which is joshholmes.com. And also feel free to follow me on Twitter. And with that, thank you very much. Next time.